What's up, guys? Today we're back here with another video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys an update on the breeding room, on all the fish in here, on all the tanks, all the new spawns. We might have gotten a few new fish since the last video. I can't remember the latest fish I showed you guys, but we definitely have some new spawns. And yeah, we're going to show you guys now. We're going to start with the old rack here, the original rack, and yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, we got our first three 29-gallon tanks here. We got the first one right here. This one, we've got a ton of guppies in here. A lot of tequila sunrise guppies. There's a lot of those, then just a few assorted guppies. A lot of babies in here too. All sorts of just cool stuff in here. All sorts of cool guppies. We got a ton of baby longfin bristlenose plecos, a ton of these cory cats right here. I don't really remember the name of these guys, so if you guys could leave those down, leave the name of that fish down in the comments. So that, I know it's cory catfish, obviously, but I forget the name of that species. So if you guys could leave that down below, because we have a few of those guys in here. We have 5 of them, I believe, in this tank. So yeah. We've got a ton of longfin and albino and regular bristlenose plecos. There's a rubber lip bristlenose pleco. There's finally out our super white king tiger pleco. But yeah, we got a ton of guppies, cory catfish, plecos in this tank, and yeah, everything in here is doing really well. The guppies are breeding really well. They're having a lot of babies. I'd say probably like 10 a week, to be honest. And yeah, but there's probably about 40 guppies in here now. It's hard to tell because they're all over the place. But if you really kind of like focus in, there's a lot here. There's a lot behind that sponge filter. And there's a lot that'll just be like random through here, like those babies. And if the camera can't like pick up all the babies for you guys to see that well. I'm only picking up the ones that are a few days old and stuff. But yeah. Then as you guys can see, there's a bunch back there. And yeah. Everything's going good. This tank's doing really well, thriving. The hornwort's doing great. All these plants are doing great. Yeah. I'm hoping I can get all the plants going really good. We'll be able to start selling them to you guys and stuff like that. And yeah. Now we've got our breeding pair of Filipino blue angelfish. It's been a little bit since they spawned again. Well, I think they had spawned like, maybe like 2 videos ago or something like that. Whenever they had spawned, they had a decent spawn, and it was on that cone, but they ended up like eating all the eggs, I believe. So I'm hoping they'll spawn again here soon, and we can get some fry, and we can pull the fry from them. Everything will be good. Yeah. But that's it for those 2 tanks. Other than that, everything's going good. And yeah, now we got our third 29-gallon tank with our Texas Blood Parrot Hybrid, which are also Red Texas. There's our baby Red Texas in here. We got about 30 of these guys in here. They're all doing great. Some of these guys are really starting to get some color on them. And yeah, as you can see here, oh, if the camera will focus in. Yeah, starting to focus somewhat. Yeah, you can start to see some color on these guys. Yeah, these guys, they're kind of getting a red tint to them with some blue coloring. And yeah, oh, there we go. But yeah, these guys are really, really nice. I'm really enjoying these guys. They're pretty colorful. They're really friendly. And they're just really starting to grow, and they've really got a personality to them, I'd say, to be honest. And yeah, that's about it for these tanks. Everything's thriving in here. The duckweed in here is probably like the slowest growing at all these tanks. I think it's probably because these little Red Texas like to eat like the small bits and stuff of it. But yeah, other than that, everything's going great. And yeah. Now we got our 10-gallon tank. We got a few longfin bristlenose plecos in here, and then there's 1 albino bristlenose pleco in here. But yeah, everything in this tank is doing great. And yeah, so there's 2 of them. There's 3. And yeah, there's like 10 in here. But you know, they've got a lot of places to hide in here, whether it's to the plants or the decor or whatever. It's kind of like a forest in here to that top. You can't even see as it goes all the way to the back. Yeah. Then we got our 3 20-gallon tanks. We'll start with our first one. We got 2 electric blue Jack Dempseys growing out in here. And we got an electric blue Carpuntus. He is really starting to color up. As you guys can tell if you've watched the past videos, he definitely has his best colors today as he ever like in this video as he had in the past. And same with these electric blue Jack Dempseys. All these fish just look really, really good, you know. And yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this tank. These guys are doing great, thriving. They're growing a little bit, nothing crazy for sure, but you know, a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty much it for all these things so far. Now we're on to our next 20-gallon. And here we've got our Mambuna fry. We've got 6 of these red zebras. We've had 6 of these guys for a little bit now. We had 20 in here originally, and then they all just started kind of fading out. I really don't even know what's happening to them. But we got this guy right here, and then 5 up there. Yeah, we've also got a ton of longfin bristlenose plecos in here. Yeah, everything in here is doing great. And yeah, see there's some more bristlenose plecos on that rock over there. Yeah, everything's going good. There is a few albino longfins in here too, but mostly just commons. Yeah. And that's pretty much it for that tank. It is doing good. I need to add some more plants to this tank because all we got is that duckweed. So I definitely do plan on adding more plants to this tank. And yeah. Now we've got our breeding pair of bristlenose plecos. These guys have not spawned for me in a while. But male has been in that cave ever since I got in the fish room, so I'm definitely gonna check on that. You know, before probably after this video, before it ends, I'll shine a flashlight in the cave. I'd say it's probably nothing because I can't see any eggs, but you never know. It has been about 2 months since they've spawned, so that means these baby bristlenose plecos here are almost 2 months old. That's crazy because they're only like ½ an inch. So it shows you how slow these bristlenose plecos truly grow, because those guys are like 2 months old and they're only like ½ an inch. So that's crazy. But yeah, that's it for the top rack. Now we've got our side rack here. In our side rack we had these tiger bass here that I got special ordered to buy from me. If you guys want to come to me and buy from me like locally, I can get you guys pretty much any fish you want and stuff. But yeah, these tiger bass were a special order. These guys are waiting to be picked up. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this tank. This tank's just been empty ever since I took the red Texas out. And yeah, but yeah, and here I can get you guys pretty much any fish you're looking for. So if you want to message me on Facebook, I can get you guys like any fish you're looking for. Because I come across a lot of fish and trades. I buy a lot of fish and other stuff like that too. So if you guys are looking for pretty much any fish, I can get them for you. Just send me a message on Facebook and you guys can come pick them up. And yeah. Then now we've got albino bristlenose plecos, and here that's our growing out from the albino breeding pair. Right there is one. These guys are also all 2 months old. There's some on that back seal. There's a ton back here by this heater. There's about 30 in here, and then there's about like 10 to 20 in there. So we definitely have a good amount of those guys from that spawn. I think there was probably around 40. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. Now we'll start with our bottom tanks here. We've got our breeding colony of Mambunas. We haven't had a spawn from these guys in a while, so I'm really, really hoping for a spawn sometime soon. But yeah, it'd be really nice for them to spawn soon. I don't know if they will spawn soon or not. I really don't know. But I'm really, really hoping they do, because it's been a while since they've spawned, and I'd like some more baby Mambunas for it to be worth me keeping them. But if you guys are interested in buying this group, I would definitely sell this group. Just send me a message on Facebook and I can work you guys a good deal on this whole group of Mambunas here. These guys are getting pretty good size. Most of these guys are around 4 inches. So, you know, really nice fish. Really, really nice Mambunas. Got great colors on them. And yeah. But other than that, that's pretty much it for all these tanks. And then we've got our breeding pair here of these guys. And this is one of the new spawns in the fish room. These guys just had a ton of babies. As you can see down here, there's like 200-300 of these got babies. This is crazy. These guys haven't spawned in a while, so it's definitely really, really good for them to spawn. And especially a huge spawn like this was amazing. So I'm gonna be pulling those babies here probably 2 weeks, I'd say. I'll probably get that old fry container that you used to have right there, and fill it up and load all those babies up in there, and then we'll raise them up just like we did at the other Red Texas. And yeah, you can see these guys are not too happy. And this tank's not cloudy, it's just like there's a thin layer of algae through there. So it's like right at their like view level. As you can see there, it's like clear. Down there, it's clear. It's just right there. So I'm gonna have to get an algae magnet and wipe that off. But yeah, pretty much, yeah. I don't really have anything else to say about this rack. So, show you guys other fish. Let's start here at the Green Terror tank. You can see some of those guys, you know, going around. There are 7 of these guys left in this tank, I believe, because we had a few of them pass away. We had 9. So I think we had 2 pass away. And yeah. But everything in here is doing good. I'm hoping these Green Terrors will pair up the next few months. They're still pretty small right now, but once they get about 4 or 5 inches, they can start pairing up, you know. Yeah. You guys can see them down there. We also got our 3 King Tiger plecos in here, and our 1 Rhino pleco in here somewhere. But the King Tigers are really nice. Yeah, there's another one of those King Tigers, and the last one's somewhere. I'm not sure, but he's in here because I just saw him before I started making this video. Oh, there he is. He's right wedged in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this tank. I don't really have a lot to say about this tank at all. It's a nice tank, but you know, all it's got in there is some really skittish Green Terrors and some expensive plecos, but you know, they're pretty lazy. I believe they're all males, so I'm hoping that white one will be actually a female, and then maybe be able to breed them, or maybe just pick up a new group of L333s and sell the adults to pay for them or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Always do. And yeah, now I'm going to show you guys new rack. Oh, I say it's new, but you know, we've had it for a few months. We'll start on this side today. We got our 20-gallon long here. This is full of our bronze Cory cats. There's about 15 of these guys in here. There's also some bristlenose plecos, as you guys can see over there in the back. I believe there's 5 bristlenose plecos. So, this thing's pretty empty. Well, I say it's pretty empty, but it's really kind of full. But you can't tell unless you just went over this sponge filter, and then there's 15 Cory catfish in there. I was gonna use this thing for like a breeding project for those Cory cats, but most of them are really too small right now. Well, I say they're too small, but a lot of they're mostly all like 1.5 inches, which they're old enough to be able to spawn. There's one guy in there. But they haven't spawned for me yet, and they might just need some more time. Maybe that's what they need. Maybe I need to do some more water changes. I don't really know what they need yet at this time, but I haven't had them spawn for me at all, so hoping we can change that here soon. And yeah. But that's it for this 20-gallon long here. Now we've got our 3 regular 20-gallon tanks here. I'll give you guys a rundown on them. This tank hasn't changed much. We still just got a few of our bristlenose plecos in here, our 3 Julii Cory catfish. I really need to try to pick a few more of those Julii Corys so I can be able to breed these guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Then we've got, yeah, that's it for that tank. And then we've got our next 20-gallon tank. We've got our rams in here. We got our regular, just a German ram. Then we've got a gold German balloon belly ram, and then a regular German balloon belly ram. Now, those guys are really, really nice, I'd say. I like those guys a lot. And yeah, then we've got our 2 albino tinfoil barbs. That's pretty much all we got. in here. Then we've got our bristlenose plecos. There's like 15 of those, 20 of those guys in here. There's at least like 10 albinos, and there's like 5 to 10 regulars. And yeah, so all these tanks are doing really, really well. I need to add more plants to these tanks because most all these tanks on this row don't have like any plants on them. But I've got like some mini ponds outside that I'm growing aquatic plants in, so I'll definitely be pulling from those guys as it starts to cool down, and we'll be getting a lot more fish in this fish room too. So we're gonna need to figure out, you know, a tank for them. But I'm hoping to be able to, you know, have all the, you know, like the shovel nose and the red tail beefed up enough to get them out of that tank. And then like there's a ton of mollies and Cory catfish is what it is. So just be able to dump all the mollies and the Corys into that tank. Maybe be an idea and just fill it with plants and stuff. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Like I said, we always do, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for those tanks. And then we got our last 20-gallon tank here, which is our breeding pair of angelfish. I'm hoping they will spawn for us soon. The female's kind of been acting like she would spawn. She's looking a little bit fatter, and it almost looks like she kind of has an egg tube there. And yeah, so you guys can see that. Definitely has a small egg tube out right now. Yeah, that's it for all these tanks. Now I'll show you guys our 4 10-gallon tanks. This one is still empty, and like I said in the last video, I need some plecos. Yeah, now I really need some plecos for this tank because there's hair algae growing through this whole tank. Yeah, but that's it for that tank. There's really nothing new because there's no fish in there. And yeah, now our next 10-gallon tank. This tank is spotless because all there is like 2 or 3 bristlenose plecos. But since they're in here alone, just 2 bristlenose plecos, and there's a ton of algae that grows in here, but they eat it all. They've been taken up. They went from like a ½ inch or a little over a ½ inch to an inch in just like 2 weeks, which is crazy. And yeah, there's the other one. It's a long fin. There might be one more in here. I really couldn't tell you guys. Yeah, that's it for those 2 10-gallon tanks. Now on to the last 2. Now we've got our long fin peppered Cory catfish. There's one right there. I don't know if I told you guys or not, but they had one small spawn with about 7, 8 eggs. There's the rest of them back there. There's 4 of these guys in here, plus a few bristlenose plecos like that guy. They're all long fin. I believe there's 4 in here. I really don't know where they're at, but they've been taking down the algae off that rock, but now it's starting to grow on that plant. But anyways, yeah, I had one small spawn with the peppered Corys. I'm hoping I'll be able to get another spawn out of them sometime soon, hopefully. I mean, if not, it's okay. But they've spawned once, so I believe they can do it again. Yeah, hopefully we can just get, you know, everything worked out in here, make sure everything goes good. And yeah. Now we've got our bronze Venezuela, oh, not bronze. We got our Venezuela black Corys in here. These guys are Venezuelan blacks, and they're starting to finally get their color back. But I'll probably move them to a tank that's darker, because a white background just does not bring out these guys' color. You can obviously tell, because it's just not, you know. I'm thinking about taking one of my 10-gallon tanks out, just draining it completely when it's empty, and painting the sides and back black, and putting those guys in there, because they would look immaculate in there. The colors would absolutely pop, but I'm wondering if the tank will be too dark. I really don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for this tank. And then we've got a few long fin bristlenose plecos in here. There's 2 or 3. You can see one right in there. Yeah, and then there's also an albino one somewhere. I'm not sure where he's at, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this top row. I'll show you guys the bottom row. Start here at the angelfish. We got our angelfish in here. They're all growing out, looking really nice. Got a Lima shovel nose, ripsaw cat, clown knife fish in there. Try to get focus on him. He's in there. Hard to see him, can't really tell. And we got both our tiger shovel nose catfish, and we got our red tail catfish. Everything in here is doing great. Lima shovel nose about like 5 inches now. Both those shovel nose catfish, tiger shovel nose, are both like 7 now. And that red tail's about like 5, 5.5, 6. And then that clown knifefish is a good 6 inches. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this tank. Nothing's really changed. Everything in here is just growing great and stuff like that. Probably get a pleco for this tank, which we have some out in the tubs with the mollies, so be pulling those guys soon as it starts to cool down. But right now it's still just heating up, so you know, it might be October till we pull those fish out of there. I really don't know, but we'll see what happens. We'll make it work. And yeah, now we've got our 40-gallon breeder with we've got our Cory catfish in here, our bronze Corys, our breeding group of those guys, plus a ton of plecos. We've got a lot of blue-eyed lemons. Well, I say a lot, but we only have 3. We got a super red, bino lungfin, and a decent amount of commons in here. And here, we got a common male with a batch of babies. You guys can't even see in there because it's not working. But anyways, there's a male in there with babies. He's holding eggs. Well, they're not babies yet, so hopefully it'll work out great and they'll turn to babies. But right now it's eggs in that cave. It's our good male, and yeah, he's got eggs in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. These are the babies from our last batch of eggs. Well, let's see if I can get it again. Oh yeah, there we go. That's better. But yeah, these are our last babies. They're already the size of the albinos, and these guys are only about 2 weeks old. So that's pretty crazy because these guys are 2 weeks old and already the size of the albino bristlenose, if not bigger. So yeah, I think that's pretty crazy. There's 42 of these guys in here. Yeah. You guys can see them over there. Just, you know, 5 of them over there. 4 in the sponge filter and 1 on the wall. There's some more on the wall and stuff. There was a lot of them on the ground over here whenever I walked in here. But yeah, everything in here is going great. And yeah, if you have any fish suggestions or video suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments. My Facebook is in the description, so if you guys are interested in fish or want to check out everything on my Facebook page, it will be down in the description. Just make sure to check that out. And yeah, if you guys haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.